Welcome back. Brew day again. Today I'm making kit beer. I've actually got a few kits lined up that I want to make. I've got a Morgan's Old and I've got two Belgian ales. These are from a company in Poland called Gozdauer, and I've tried a few of their kits before. They're excellent. They've got a huge range of different beer styles from all over the world. This is a Flanders Old Brown, so I'm assuming it's a Belgian style ale, and it comes with genuine Belgian yeast as well, which is great, so you don't have to go out and buy some style specific yeast. It actually comes with a Belgian ale yeast. And the other one I got from them is an Abbey Brown. So two Belgians. I suppose this is more like a Trappist style, being called Abbey. And it says here 21 litres, it makes 21 litres, but if you go on their website they recommend 18 litres, which that's going to be a strong beer, 7 or 8% maybe. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be making 18 litres worth and then just keep them for autumn and even winter. With that ABV, with such a high alcohol content, that they will keep very, very well. So I could even be drinking these at Christmas and they'll benefit from that as well. That extended maturation time will really help these beers. So that's two that I've got that I plan to be brewing very soon, and then I can put them away in storage. But today I'm just brewing a classic lager from Wilko, the Wilko Classic Lager. Just a 1 tin kit. The others are 2 tins. This is just a single tin kit, so I'm going to use an extra 1 kilogram of brewing sugar, and it also comes with a little hop sachet just under the lid, about 10 grams of hallertau, so you dry hop as well. So it sounds an interesting lager, and I thought, as next weekend it's going to be 23 degrees according to the forecast. I've got some Cooper's lagers still in the bottles, but I thought it'd be nice just to try a different style. So I'm brewing the Wilko's Classic Lager. Okay, let's get started. Okay, all the water now. The 7 litres of water has come to the boil. The fermenter is sanitised, and it's been about 15 or 20 minutes, so the actual kit will now be nice and soft, and we can start to assemble this kit and make a beer. If you've never made a beer before, but say you've just found this channel, this video, because you're interested in starting home brewing, let me show you just how simple it is to put a kit together and to make beer. It's really not difficult. So let's begin. First of all, I'm going to take the tin out of my hot water. That should be nice and soft now. Sanitised tin opener, and we just open the tin. I'll take off the lid and the collar, and we just pour this into here. Look at that, beautiful. Get my big spoon. Yes, try and get as much of it as you can out of the tin. We will be rinsing it later, but just helps. Oh, it's nearly all come out anyway. And then we're going to just pour the hot water on top. And then just mix it all together, and that's it basically. And try and introduce as much oxygen as you can. It's good for the yeast. Right, I've also got a litre here of boiling water, and I'm going to pour that into the tin. Move that out of the way, and then we're going to give that a stir. Try and get as much of this extract out of the tin as possible. So I'm going to clean the sides. There we go. And then here's a tip. Hold the tin with a cloth because it's going to be red hot. Boiling water, metal. Clean tin. That's what you want. Now all the flavour and all the goodness is in here. Let me just tidy up a little bit. And I'll put that on there. I don't really need the crows and collar for this, but I'll use it anyway. It makes tidying up easier afterwards. And that basically is it. All you have to do now is top this up with cold water to 23 litres and job's done. Let me turn everything off. All you do then is pitch the yeast. It should be, if you've only used 1 or 2 kettles worth, by the time you've topped it up with hot water, cold water, it should be at around about 20 degrees, which is perfect for pitching a normal ale yeast. And although we're making a lager, most lager kits come with ale yeast because it's more convenient. But I'm going to be using Lutra, so I've actually used about 7 litres of boiling water. So when I top it up with cold water to 23 litres, it should be between 30 and 40 degrees, and that's what I want because I want that fast ferment. There's the yeast that I showed you before. So I'm going to take this indoors and top it up with cold water. When it gets to about 19 litres, I'm just going to do a temperature check, and that means I can tell whether it needs some more hot water or I can just carry on topping up with cold water. So I want to get around about 35 degrees ideally when it's 23 litres. This also comes with a sachet of hops. Now usually you would only hop after that initial fermentation, so on about day 5, day 6 you would add the hops and then leave them there for about a week. But because this only takes 3 days to ferment and then I'm bottling, I'm going to put them in right from the start so they get a nice 3 days dry hopping in the beer. On Wednesday this should be finished. I will then bottle, and 2 days later I'll drink. So I'll see you in about a week. And here we are, 6 days later. Actually, this was ready in 5 days. I was drinking this, or I had a couple last night. The fermentation went excellent. I pitched the yeast, I think it was 3 o'clock on a Sunday, and by Wednesday afternoon it was finished. Well, actually it was finished Wednesday morning, but I could only bottle on Wednesday afternoon. I was able to keep it at 30 degrees in the bottles. It was 35 degrees fermentation temperature, but I was able to keep it at 30 degrees in the bottles. 24 hours later it was fully carved, so they went in the fridge, or some of them did, and I had a couple last night, and I'm going to have one tonight, this afternoon. So 6 days Wilko Classic Lager. let's get her open and have a taste. And I'm going to be using my Hofmeister Stein glass for this. Nice smoke from the CO2. That's always a good sign. Let's get this poured. Nicely carbonated. Like I say, this was just 1 day carbonation. Nice carbonation. And it's a hazy, light straw coloured lager. Look at that. It's beautiful. One finger, pure white, foamy head. That's not going to stick around. But given another week or two and a little bit of conditioning, and I think that head will be a nice head and give some nice lacing down the glass as well. Okay, let's have a taste. Yeah, wow, really clean. No yeast flavour, no off flavour, which you usually get when you brew at 35 degrees. But this yeast is happy at those temperatures. So there's no yeastiness, there's no weird flavours. A nice clean lager type beer. For me, it's a little bit light. It's like an American light lager. You know, if you've had like the Coors or Miller Lights, it's a bit like that, a Bud Light. There's very little flavour, to be honest. Nicely carved in the mouth, but very little flavour. Little bit of malt, little bit of, pardon me, I said it was nicely carbonated. Nice light lemony citrusiness. Not a lot of bitterness at the back end, and it could be a little bit drier for my liking, but that's the kit. You know, Wilko Classic Lager. It's not really to my taste. I like drier lagers and lagers with a little bit more bitterness. But when it's 27 degrees outside, like it is today, and you've been sweeping the yard and doing some tidying up, like I've been doing, it doesn't matter what it tastes like. As long as it's cold. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. Because I was using a Kveik yeast. This is called Lutra strain. I was able to do the back-to-back brew day and taste day. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. And yeah, I think I said in a previous video, when I'm making lager type beers again, this will be my go-to yeast. So great. I'm happy with it. But as I said, it's not really to my taste. The Wilko Classic Lager. But hey ho, it's still drinkable and I'll still enjoy it on this hot day. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again on Thursday, when I will be reviewing a commercial beer. As I've been making a lot of these Kveik ales, I thought, why don't I actually buy a Norwegian Kveik commercial beer? So I have. I've got 5, and I'll be reviewing one of them on Thursday. So come back and let's try a commercial Norwegian Kveik beer. It'll be interesting. See you in the next video.